Hey guys, it's Aidette. Today we're gonna get a little bit personal and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a very hairy girl. Like so hairy that my hair grows back in one day. Example here, this is 1 month of hair growth. 1 month, and this is like almost 2 inches of hair growth. Here's a couple photos of me being super hairy. If you're a very hairy person, you understand when I say that I would feel such discomfort even in the next day after shaving because all the prickles would come through and I just felt like itchy, scratchy, and I've always hated that feeling. There's been countless times where I've just let my hair grow for months, but purely because I was tired of using razors. I was tired of all the repercussions that you get from using razors, like razor burn. Then it didn't really solve anything because then I was left with a hairy mess. I would just accumulate more hair and it just kind of became like a jungle. So I was left with discomfort and I was never in a winning situation. But until I became bald because of this device here. Isn't she gorgeous? This is the Ulike AIR10. She has made me as smooth as a baby. Here is a before and here is an after of what it has done for me. It has done actual miracles. If you're tired like me spending so much money on hair removal and shaving every single day, this could completely change your routine. This is the Ulike AIR10. She's very sleek and pretty. There's the cooling window that we'll talk about in a second, the power button, and the SHR button, and here's where you plug it in. Since I am such a very hairy girl, I have tried everything under the sun to help me out with my hair removal. I've tried a bunch of other devices years ago, but this time I'm tracking 6-week results with my current routine. I finally stopped spending thousands of dollars on wax appointments, and now I have a long-lasting solution with a one-time purchase. I honestly hated going to wax appointments because it was so awkward, so now we can completely avoid that with this at-home device. Now you have a solution all from the comfort at your own home. The Ulike AIR10 device uses IPL technology, which stands for intense pulsed light, a clinically approved hair removal method that targets the melanin inside the hair follicle using a powerful and safe spectrum of light. But what really surprised me is a sapphire cooling head. This is her right here. It keeps the tip cool and it makes each session feel more comfortable. So essentially when you're using the product and the light goes off, it will also simultaneously cool and it's going to feel very comfortable. And it's FDA cleared. That's a huge plus considering the fact that we always have to be careful about what we're putting on our skin. And it's also skin safe, very important, because AIR10 uses skin sensor to detect skin tone, auto adjust power, and prevent flashing on areas that are too deep toned for safety. So before use, be mindful of the skin tone chart, which is right here. This will let you know if your skin tone is qualified for a safe and effective routine with the Ulike 10. Girls, we need to ditch the razors. They're a quick fix, but come back as coarser hairs. Meanwhile, we get a long-lasting result with the AIR10 device. You're probably wondering, why do I keep saying AIR10? What does AIR10 even mean? It uses an air cooling sensation during use, and it provides a comfortable hair removal experience, even on the most sensitive areas, while reducing the risk of burns, irritation, and discomfort. Things to keep in mind though about the Ulike AIR10 device. It might come off as bulky, but that's only to ensure faster, efficient sessions with a larger treatment window. But the upside though about the device, it uses a dual light, which is 10 times more powerful than average at-home hair removal devices. This just means that you get faster results in just 2 weeks. You can use treatment mode for a different objective time if you're a lazy girl. Sometimes I can be a lazy girl myself. The auto glide mode allows you to get a full treatment in under 10 minutes. Super easy to fit in your routine. If you have stubborn ingrown hairs, example my armpit hair, it has super hair reduction mode or SHR mode and 4 glide for one area. You also may feel a little bit of warmth, but the device spreads the energy into 4 gentle flashes, making it easy and comfortable to handle. It uses SHR mode, which delivers 4 consecutive flashes per shot. This effectively removes even more hair on the body, stubborn hair to be exact. SHR mode uses rapid flashes and 26J of energy to target stubborn hair at the root and prevent growth. Final downside though, I must mention this device unfortunately does not work on deeper skin tones and lighter hair colors, but only due to the limitations of the IPL technology. Now let's move on to the demonstration and move into the fun and show you guys exactly how it works. Really quickly before we start, I do want to make sure that you guys are being safe. Here I have is IPL right for you. Let's match your skin tone and your hair color to see if you're eligible for the use of the IPL safely, of course. According to the chart, my skin tone matches and also my hair. My natural hair color is this dark. So since I'm eligible, now let's begin my routine. This is her in all her beauty. Isn't she so cute? Let's move on to shaving our arms. A little razor will come with the device. Like, how cute! cute. Let's go ahead and shave our arms. Can't forget the pits and our legs. Now that we're shaved, let's apply the glasses that come with your device. It's very important to apply these because it's going to protect your eyes from any flash that's emitted from the device. Aren't these kind of cute? Now we can move on to using our Ulike AIR10. This is how I turn it on. Press the button right here. Here's the light window that I was talking to you guys about. So with the same button, you can change the modes on here. There's fast, normal, and then high. I'm going to be using high today. I'm going to be using high mode because I've already been using the device for 6 weeks already. When using it, make sure that you're completely pressing all the way down to your skin or it's not going to flash or work. Pressing the device directly on the skin is going to activate the contact sensor. Then you can press the button and begin. Slowly drag. Make sure you're getting every part of your arm or the area that you're working on. Super easy. Can you guys see how it's kind of fogging up a little bit? That's because it's giving us that cooling sensation. Make sure you're passing the area 2 to 3 times. This is seriously nearly painless. This doesn't hurt me. All I feel is a cooling sensation. Let's go over those areas one more time. Now I'm going to click this button right here above the power button and it's going to take it to SHR mode. Since I told you guys I have stubborn hairs on my underarm, I'm going to be using this mode on my armpits. This is going to give us 4 pulses at a time. Going back to high, going to do my leg now. Literally the same process. If I'm not pressing it down all the way, it's not going to go. But once it's fully on, it does. Making sure to get my thighs. Be sure to go 2 to 3 times over the spots. Other leg, of course. We're back, guys. Here's a graph for how often you may use the device. In the beginning month, it'll be every other day. I'm in the middle of my month 2, so I'm using it only 2 times a month for touch-ups. It's amazing how 5 million users trust this device. And it's backed by 400 plus global patents with over 10 years of IPL research. Thank you so much, Ulike, for gifting me my AIR10 device. Be sure to use my code Aidette to save money and to be bald with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Mwah!